Raider.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Loud Spot. I'm your host, Sebastian Cosme, right out of Oklahoma City. I got my co-host, Ava Gore, joining us tonight, the Weird Wolf herself. And then, I'm totally going to screw this up. I know I am. The world over, we got Tiade, right?
Yeah, totally.
All right.
You got it.
And Juan. What is going on, you two?
Hi, guys. Thank you for having us.
I love saying Juan. Like it flows off the tongue. It flows like and Sam is with us tonight also.
He just peeked into. He just wanted to show his disapproval.
I think he disapproves of the whole show. But he is my producer and manager, so we accept him for who he is. Okay. All right. Okay. So the band, The World Over, you guys actually have a really decent following and a really awesome sound. So tell us how the band came together.
Okay. Well,
it was
for
a
the
dark,
most part,
stormy night.
We actually all met through music school. Juan and I, we went to LA Music Academy, but we went at different times. And I met Ryan, our lead guitar player there, and I was kind of already in another band with him. And then the original founding member, Xavier, he kind of was like, you're in my band and you're coming with me. And we're like, we're already in band. And he's like, I don't care, you're coming with me. And that's kind of how it formed. And then Xavier, he had to move back to France because of visa issues. So that's where he is. But now we have Christian, he's on rhythm guitar now. And we met Alex kind of just through mutual musicians, and he went to Musicians Institute, and so did Christian. So we're all kind of just music school geeks, and that's kind of like our thing in common. We try to like pool our influences from all the different things that we learned like in school because of like how well-rounded we are in different genres and stuff, and try to like apply that in our music and not make like just straight metal or straight rock. We just like really want to use all of our knowledge and apply it.
The music school, so LA Music Academy, is that something you start going to when you're young, like when you're a kid?
No, it's a college.
Okay, so it's because I know they have like some music schools for like super talented, like
right,
like prodigy 5-year-olds.
Yeah, they have the School of Rock. They have School of Rock out here. They do that with high school students, and I think even some middle school or whatever. But
yeah, we have School of Rock too here.
Yeah, I think it's like become a pretty big chain now. So. It's pretty cool. Yeah. But that's kind of how we formed. And The World Over is basically, we wanted to come up with a name that really shows the fact that we're all very diverse and we come from a lot of different cultures, and how we all kind of unified in one area, and to like show, bring continuity through our music. Because like I'm from Hawaii, he's from Ecuador. Ryan, our guitar player, he's from California. Christian, he's from Baltimore, and our drummer is from Chicago. So like we're from all over, and that's kind of where the name came from, and you know what it means.
Okay, now you guys all live in Los Angeles now?
Yeah, this is our home base.
Okay, and you have been on some pretty awesome tours and played for some really, really awesome bands. Was it Escape the Fate? Was that, or Falling in Reverse? One of those?
Escape the Fate, yeah, we did that, yeah. We went on tour with them in Europe and the UK, and that was like our first international tour, so that was really cool.
Yeah.
Was it awesome? Juan, what do you think of traveling around and being able to play, I guess, all just different countries?
Yeah, I mean, for me, it was great, especially like that one, because we got to see Europe, a lot of countries for the first time. Like, for instance, like one of my dreams was to see Finland. So we were in Finland, and I was just like the whole day just like sitting outside, just looking at the street, because I was like, oh, that's so cool.
That is so really cool. What's like your favorite country? Was Finland like your favorite country to go to?
Oh, that's a hard question. I don't know, because there was a lot of really cool ones, because we were like in Sweden with some of my friends, so that was like really cool to reconnect with them. Italy was really cool too. I don't know, but also France, because we were with Xavier there.
Yeah, we got to play again with Xavier when we played in Paris, which was like a great homecoming show, and it was like lots of emotions and it just felt so good. That
Yeah.
was just such a good show. And he got to like show us around just a little bit. That was like one of the few days off we actually had, so we could actually like go and be
Yeah.
tourists for a bit. And he like, we saw the Eiffel Tower and like had actual like French macaroons and crepes and stuff. And he got us like real croissants.
Yeah.
Are they
And, yeah.
different than here?
Is
They're
The
same?
croissants, I mean, it just tasted better, I guess. I don't know.
I guess like you would say like it's fresher, but we were
Fresher.
like joking about that we really wanted to be those like, oh, you haven't had like croissant until you had it in Paris, but it's like
Yeah, no, it's not the case. we hate those people. It's
What?
but and then I think Austria was the one day we actually had like a full day and we got to like really check out. You like booked like he made like this whole map of places we should check and like the coolest like monuments in Austria to like go and look at because
I forgot about that.
yeah, we didn't get to like really look at any of the other places. Like when we were in Italy, like there was just I think an industrial area, so we didn't
like,
get to see
we went through
anything.
the city and then right out, so we didn't see anything.
Yeah, and I like forced myself. I was like, I have to find a pizza somewhere. Just gotta get a slice. I don't care if it's shitty. Just I have to say I had pizza in
that's
Italy.
something you have to do. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
Dude, if I
and
went
again,
to
it was
Italy,
just okay.
if I went to Italy, the first thing I would probably do is go try to find a pizza joint. Just to be
Exactly.
in Italy and eat pizza. Yeah, for sure. Warren, I gotta ask you, how did you end up from Ecuador, coming over here and going to the what was it,
LA Music Academy.
yeah, thank you.
Well,
I was trying to read my notes, but I got chicken scratch. How'd that happen?
in my city we have two really big schools, like two colleges of music. So one of them has a partnership with Berkeley in Boston, and the other one has a partnership with LA College of Music. So I went to the one that had the partnership with LA College of Music because it was like more of like a rock and pop music oriented
Mm.
school. So I did 3 years there, and then they offered me the partnership where I could just go and finish the last year in LA. So I just
So you
took
took
that
it.
opportunity. Yeah.
You took it. And 2022, you got and Power Man 5000 is like one of my, a band that I've liked for a long time. And you guys get to go on tour with them. Coming up next year, right in the spring.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And I guess you guys are with Mike, right? He manages the band.
that's
Is
our
that right?
manager.
So did he set that tour up for you guys, or do you guys have like a different booking agent?
No, I mean, Mike is just our manager, but our booking agent, Chuck, he is at Artist Agency. He helped us get that tour because Power Man is also one of the artists on the same roster as us and our booking agent. And so is OTEP, who we've toured with before, but we had toured with her prior to being on the same agency. And so it'll be cool to get to go out with her again. And but Power Man will be interesting. We've never gone out with them, and that was both tours were supposed to be September all the way through November, and then they both got postponed because of like first the Power Man one got postponed due to COVID, and then OTEP's tour got postponed because her brother died, which is like really sad. So and totally reasonable for canceling and
Oh yeah.
so, but looking forward to getting to go back on the road.
I love asking people that have toured around the world, like if there's one show that sticks out as like the craziest show ever.
Ooh, okay. You do your most crazy, I
Let
think.
me think about it.
It was a dark, stormy night. Just kidding. That's twice I did that. That's twice.
I would say, well, if they're crazy. Okay, like crazy in like a good way, or just like, well, that was shocking.
Either one.
Okay.
Okay. So for me, I think was the first day that we did work tour
Okay.
because for me as a kid from Ecuador, like I would have never thought just going to a work tour to see the bands because it's like so far and like it's just like this thing that as a kid I was like, oh yeah, that's the cool thing that happens way
Only in America.
Yeah. But then not only did I go, like the first time that I've actually been on a work tour, like I played there. So when we parked, I walked in, I was like a little kid in a candy store. I was like, just walking back and forth all day. Like I probably shouldn't have because I was like dead by the end of the day. But like I
was
trying to
so
see
hot.
everyone. Yeah, and it was so hot. But it was a good
I think we went like the hottest day of the entire tour was like the start date for us.
Oh.
But I was about to say, I think one of my favorite shows was the Utah date because Simple Plan watched us play, and they were like, and then they were like, they complimented us backstage, and I like didn't really recognize them at first. Like
Mhm.
I would recognize the singer, you know, but I grew up listening to Simple Plan, like Simple Plan, the No Knee Pads, No Helmet, like that
Yeah.
album was
Uh-huh.
just such a staple for me, like growing up into even like the rock or punk rock world. And so when Jeff Stenko, the bass player, he came up to us and he was like, "Hey, I saw you guys play. You guys did so good." I was like, "Thanks so much. What band are you in?" And he's like, "Oh, you know, Simple Plan." I was like, "Oh my god." And then the guitar player also like complimented us, and they were like, you know, we got to party with them at the after party, and they like were just such cool guys, just like the most humble people ever. And that was like such a defining moment. And
Yeah, that's awesome when you get to meet bands that you do shows with, or maybe not necessarily with them, but you're doing the same venue, and they wind up being super cool instead of being, you know, which I'm sure a lot of bands will have a chip on their shoulder, like they're too cool for you guys, or whatever. So that's really, and I'm surprised you guys played Warped Tour because that's isn't more kind of like a punk rock. It used to be anyway. It's not even a thing anymore. Like a few years ago, I think they stopped it, but it was more of a punk rock. And you guys have kind of more of a harder sound because you got some great vocals on Screaming. Oh my god, it's crazy.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I mean, I don't know. I've one of my first Warped Tours that I ever went to, just attending as a fan, I saw Chelsea Grin play, and that was like they were one of the last bands on the main stage, and that was like the first time I actually got to see Chelsea Grin live, and I was like, oh, actually, this band is pretty rad, even though I like wasn't super into them. And then I saw Miss May I live, you know, there, and that was like one of those defining moments where I was like, oh shit, I actually kind of like this band. Whereas like just hearing them, I wasn't sold, but like watching them live, I was like, holy shit, like these guys are badass. But I don't know. I think it's just such a big melting pot that now it's like, I mean, freaking Kid Rock played Warped Tour anyway.
Yeah,
all sorts of people.
Yeah. That's what I get for never going to Warped Tour and just assuming it was only punk rock. Like I've never actually been to a Warped Tour. I know.
Katy Perry played.
Well, I can't go now. I should have went. I should have went when I had the chance. I can't anymore. I love punk rock. It's one of my favorite genres of music is punk rock. But I have been to Ozfest. So I've been to one of the festivals, anyways. There, I get points for something.
Katy Perry played Warped Tour like when she was first starting out as an artist.
True, yeah.
So yeah,
Really?
you never know. Yeah,
It's so weird to me.
right? Isn't that so cool though?
That is kind of cool. Okay, so your song, Taking Back Control, this song didn't come out too long ago, I don't think. Just maybe a few months ago, maybe?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty recent.
The video is awesome. We're going to play the video here. We're actually going to play it right now. And then I want to talk about the video because the music video is actually really neat. And the way you scream, Ava, you're going to love this. It's so cool. Okay, let's check it out right now. I'm gonna play it for everyone.
I'm going to mute it.
Oh, can I play it? Hold on. Let me see. Well, no. You know why? Because I think Sam. No, he left already. So here, hold on. You know, I'm gonna re-add it to the thing here. Okay, let me remove it. Let me go back. Video file, and here it is. Okay, here we go. Taking Back Control. All right.
Your advice, each time I'll be
Nicely done. Let me find the. There we go. All right. So is that you screaming also during that song?
Yeah, that's all me.
That is so dope. Is that a break room that you guys were in, like where you just break shit?
Yeah, it is.
I want to go to one of those things so bad.
Right? Isn't it
They're
so
so
cool?
Did you have fun? Did you guys have fun in there, like before the video or after the video, like breaking shit as well as shooting the music video?
I mean, I didn't even know that was a thing until we went there. So, but when we were there, like I was having a blast.
Yeah, the guys got to have fun. I think I broke like one thing at the end because of the time that we paid for. I was like, I gotta break at least like one thing since we're in here. But that was cool. Yeah, it's it totally like self-shot, self-edited, and everything. And so we were
Oh,
just
wow.
like, okay, well, how could we make a video DIY and still make it look like interesting enough for that people would actually want to watch it all the way through? And we're like, let's fucking break shit. Everyone likes to watch people break things. So that was our idea behind that. And then at the end, like we got a watermelon and smashed it, but it didn't make the cut. it was too dark in the room to like get the shot. So no watermelon.
Did you have issues at all with the? Because you had like the face mask on. Did you have? And Sam we were talking about it earlier before you guys came on. Was it hard was your breath like going on to that plastic screen?
Yeah, but you know,
A little
what
bit.
it is.
Like it didn't fog it up at all.
Somehow they're like anti-fog. I'm sure people break a sweat in those things all the time, so that's probably what they're made for.
Yeah.
Oh, so they
You
give
know.
it to you there.
Yeah.
I guess
They
that
like
makes sense.
provide this.
That makes sense. You don't get stuff in your eyes. I guess I didn't think about that.
Yeah, it's like a liability issue. They gotta make sure.
yeah. Dude,
Yeah.
Wow. And then the drum set had like all kinds of paint on it. Was that was that his drum set that he threw paint on, or?
It was part of the whole room. So it was just a weird coincidence because we were just walking out and Alex saw the drum set and he's like, wait, let's just do it super quick before we get kicked out. So like
Yeah. Because we didn't pay for that other room. They have like an axe throwing room and a paint room and then a smash room. So we saw the paint room and we didn't realize they had like a whole drum kit, and we just asked if we could just go in there and shoot that scene really quick and not get charged for it. So yeah, that's kind of
Let you do it.
Yeah, it was cool.
That's so awesome. That is so awesome. So you guys, when you guys go on tour in April, it's just the United States, right? You guys are going like Texas, and I saw you guys aren't even coming to Oklahoma. Like you're going all around Oklahoma, but not Oklahoma.
I'm pretty sure we're going to.
I think during the original.
Juan, can you
through Oklahoma?
Can you scoot up to the camera just a little bit?
Sure.
Thank you. Okay, what you said? What you say?
I think during the first routing we were going through Oklahoma.
The first
I think,
routing.
but maybe now we're not.
Let me double check this. Hold on, because there's always dates getting added. So the first one is the OTEP tour. So
Yeah.
is it? No.
See?
Really? Oh my gosh,
Yeah, we're
that's
not.
yeah. Because if it was still happening September through November, we were gonna play in OKC. So
I'm so disappointed. But you guys are playing in Texas, though.
yeah, yeah.
Hey, you can go check it out. I guess I can't go.
Cool. Yeah, let us know when you're on your way, and we'll guest list you.
Awesome. Yes.
That is so not fair. You know what? I'm done.
He's special.
I'm done. I'm done, guys.
Wow, just fly out to Texas. Nobody
Yeah,
knows.
she doesn't care. She's always swearing at me, anyways. Doesn't matter. I'm used to-
You gotta fly out to Texas. That's what has to happen.
Well, I would drive there.
It's like
I
a
guess.
5-hour drive for him, and he
Yeah,
wants
that's
to-
not a long
Okay,
drive.
yeah.
You guys playing Austin?
Huh?
Are you guys playing Austin?
think so. Pretty sure.
Let me check.
You know you're playing. Hey, you know what? It doesn't matter. You can do your show, then you look at the next day and say, okay, here's where we got to go. I guess. That's
Yeah,
what you gotta
basically
do.
every day is kind of. Oh yeah, we're playing Austin. But wait, we're playing with OTEP. The Come and Take It live in Austin, February 9th.
But I think we're
Are we
also
playing Austin with them too? No.
No.
So who? Okay, so you guys are playing with OTEP,
Houston.
and the Power Man 5000 is a different tour then.
Yeah,
so
it
we're
is.
doing OTUT first, and then like
Then
4 or 5 days
Empowerment.
after we're doing empowerment.
Yeah, we don't get a break, and then we just so we're playing with Powerman. We play El Paso, Houston, Dallas, and San Antonio and Lubbock.
Okay. And now here's a question. You do not have to answer it if you don't want to. But
Oh boy.
you know when I say that's like, what's he gonna ask? I don't know.
Uh-oh.
No, is there a band that you've toured with, that you've played with, that you really just kind of really didn't vibe with at all?
Mm,
I don't think so.
I mean, I think it's just in general we're pretty easygoing people. Like we can really get along with anyone. So that we've never
Mhm.
really had any beef or any problems. So I guess we're just lucky.
Yeah.
I don't want to jinx it,
So-
you
so
know.
far, it's okay.
So far, yeah, everyone's been really chill.
And whenever you're like super crazy, you're like, oh God, I don't know why we're hanging out. Like you do the show, then afterwards they're drinking way too much. You guys are like, well, or are you guys the ones that party too hard?
No, we don't party.
Oh.
We're introverts. We play and then we go back on the bus and we like watch anime or play video games. Like that's it. We'll have like a beer or two, like if needed, but we're the ones driving ourselves. We can't be
Yeah.
fucking, we all got to take turns driving the bus. So,
And have you ever? Go ahead, Ava.
This is like kind of off topic, I guess, but I wanted to know how long it took you to learn how to like scream the right way, because we have a song where like during the recording process, I like literally just went like, just like in the microphone, and like in the editing process, like it makes it sound like a scream, but it's definitely not.
And then trying to do that live is going to be fun.
Yeah, right. So I'm trying to learn how to do it the right way.
This is just, I know it's a kind of a terrible answer, but I just had, hello, you're posing. I just had a lot of aggression as a high schooler, so I kind of just a lot of teen angst. And anytime like my parents would just leave me in the car when they just like go places, so I would just like crank the volume and just keep practicing along with songs. And my parents were like, oh well, she's screaming again. I mean, I definitely don't think I was doing it the right way at first, but it just kind of came from practice. I definitely shredded up my vocal cords like the wrong way for a while until I kind of got the hang of it, until it kind of felt right. I didn't really do any lessons because this was kind of like when I did first start learning how to scream, like it was kind of the very beginning of YouTube. So there weren't really like YouTube tutorials and stuff. I mean, there was just music videos, and a lot of things kind of just came from like trying to just imitate watching like people live and kind of their body language and that kind of thing. And that's really just, I mean, what I would do. I had a little bit of training as a singer in general, so maybe that helped. I don't know. But in general, like I've just noticed when I try to, everyone always says your diaphragm, but it's not your diaphragm. You can't sing from your diaphragm. That's not like how that actually works. When you go to like music school and you learn about vocal anatomy, like that's not where you scream from. But
so choir lied to you in high school, then, huh?
Huh?
Don't they in choir in high school? I never took choir because but don't they tell you in high school like you got to sing from your diaphragm?
Yeah, I think it's just more of they say that so you get some sort of visual, because when you kind of like focus like in your brain, you're like, oh yeah, push from there, and then it makes you feel like you're doing the right thing. And I had choir in high school as well, so that kind of did it. But I really used to just fuck around in high school, and I like with my friends, and I just like scream dumb things. I'd be like, French fries, or I like say my friend's name from across the hall just to like scare people, and that's just what I would do for fun. And I remember like my very first band that I ever got into, there was this guy, he went to a different school. He was like, hey, my girlfriend said she heard you screaming like across the hall. Do you want to be my screamer? I was like, I've never really done it before, but I'll try. He's like, okay, your first audition song is Unanswered by Suicide Silence. Go. And I guess I pulled it off, but it was still a high bar.
Definitely a learning process. I think I screwed my vocal cords up trying to scream because I never screamed the right way. I used to scream a lot, and now I can barely even scream. It just sounds like my voice is all screwed up because of it. when I try to. But one I got to ask before we let you guys get out of here. Being from was it Ecuador?
Yeah.
Being from Ecuador, did you listen to a lot of rock music as a kid?
Oh yeah, it's because when you're in South America in general, like you either listen to the Latin music or you listen to rock from the U.S. So all my friends were just like metalheads from all the bands from the U.S. So like I listened to like Skip the Fate, I listened to Simple Plan, I listened to Metallica, I listened to like all the, I feel like whatever teenagers also listen to here.
Yeah.
To the point that now like sometimes I play with Latin bands here, and I feel so awkward because I have no idea what I'm playing.
Right.
And
Yeah.
all of them know all the songs, and I'm like, yes.
Is there a lot of salsa music in Ecuador? Is that the main music or not really?
I feel like it's reggaeton.
Yeah, when I was a teenager, reggaeton was like the big thing. Yeah, definitely. But there is like a salsa scene too, but not that much.
My dad plays the congas, and he likes.
Wow.
He does. He's not really in a band, but he likes to go to these live salsa shows and get on stage and play with whatever band's playing. For some reason, they always let him play because I don't know, he gets along with everyone. I guess he likes them all.
Oh, that's cute.
And you can't really do that to when I started listening to rock music. I don't think my parents really cared for it too much. they would rather me listen like R&B or salsa, and I don't speak Spanish, so I was like, well. Rock music it is. That's what I about rock music.
Yeah.
Let's talk about your website and your merchandise. You guys do have a website. What's the website called?
theworldoverofficial.com. And we do have our merch store there available. It's just a separate little button that says store. You can find all of our goodies there. We're actually dropping a new merch line pretty soon that'll be available for purchase in around like Black Friday. So pretty soon.
Awesome. And do you guys have new music that you're also writing, or are you just going on tour with what you have right now?
Yes, we are. We have some music on the back burner that we're kind of shopping around right now and building ready for a release, hopefully around in the new year. And it would be great for that to be coming out right around the time frame when we're touring. But it just depends. There's a lot of things going on behind the scenes. But yeah, always writing, always making stuff.
I feel like bands are always writing. That's kind of a stupid question because I think bands are probably always writing music. Like even if they're like just promoting one album, I feel like they're still writing new music all the time. So maybe I won't ask that anymore.
Well, I probably you should. We haven't in a while. I mean, we do have stuff that it's been in the works for a bit, but we haven't touched it in a while actually. So you're not wrong on that.
All right, Amy, got anything else for them before we let them go?
What made you want to go to music school in the first place?
Oh, well, for me personally, I had already kind of gotten into some colleges for nursing school. And I just kind of felt like whatever I wanted to do, I wanted to make sure that I am helping people. And I was forcing myself to watch a bunch of horror movies to kind of get over my fear of blood so that maybe I could go to nursing school, and it just didn't help at all. I have such a fear of blood. And then I was just like, I had already gotten accepted into this college out here. And I was like, what am I doing? Like, I wanted to make sure that I went to a school that had a minor in music, and that's kind of what I was going to do. And then I was like, so tell me about the music program. And they're like, oh yeah, we've got opera. I was like,
I would have done that. Opera would be kind of cool.
I mean, I guess, but I don't know. I kind of wanted something a little bit more well-rounded. And then right after, my dad had kind of told me, he's like, hey, there's this one music school, LA Music Academy, that has rolling admission. It's not too late if you want to, if you're kind of getting cold feet about this, just go for it. And I was like, fuck it, I'll do it. And then it just was this last minute decision, but it felt right. And then it was just so awesome.
I want to see an opera singer that gets his face tatted up with the gold grill and punk rock gangsta and just got this amazing opera voice. I feel like that'd bring opera to the next level of people wanting to listen to it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure. Hell yeah.
I think it'd be cool if I could sing. I would do it. Unfortunately, I can't. And I'm not getting my face tattooed anytime soon. I don't think so.
Darn.
So, all right. Well, I guess that's all we got. I want to thank you guys. Thank you so much for coming onto the show. and
Thank you for
sharing your
having us.
Yeah, absolutely. And Ava, thanks for joining tonight. Monday night's always a fun night for us to do podcasts. So that's all we got. If everyone could go, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Go to www.theloudspot.net and our Patreon page, patreon.com/theloudspot, Apple, Spotify, all podcasting platforms. That's all we got. Hey, don't go anywhere. Stay right there. Peace out, rock on, and much love.
This is the Loud Spot outro by nothing short of tragic. Is this all talk with no action? No. Is this my thoughts with distraction? No. Is this what I bought that's in fashion? Or is this the Loud Spot with Sebastian? Yes. Does nothing short of tragic have us back again? Yes. Does everything that's good really have to end? Yes. A pimp host has a pimp show, so to get more episodes, make an order, this is over.
Thanks for watching our video. Don't forget to click the like and share button.
Don't forget to go to our YouTube and subscribe.
If you want to listen to our audio and pick up some cool merch, go to www.theloudspot.net. Peace out, rock on, much love.